What up, what up, what up? We back with another figure, another throwback figure. This is Marvel's Captain America Civil War Falcon by Hot Toys 6 scale figure. This is the most popular Falcon figure in 6 scale. Probably the most sought after one too. And this is the suit that appeared in let's see, 1, 2, 3, I want to say 4 different TV shows and movies, or 3 different movies and 1 TV show, if I'm not mistaken. Either way it goes, this is the one that was on the screen the most, which I'm kind of surprised because they were good for giving them new suits. Like every movie, every character had like a new suit for no damn reason at all. Like nothing explained why they had to have a new suit. I mean, we all know it's for marketing purposes, for them to sell new toys, new figures, new whatever. But in storyline, they never explained why these cats was always changing their suits every single movie. Maybe Iron Man is probably the only one that's explained, him and War Machine, because he was constantly updating his technology. That's probably the only one you can get away with. But the rest is like, why y'all constantly changing the suit? I mean, again, we know why. But for some reason, Falcon only changed suits once. He had, in Winter Soldier, he had the original camo suit. Then when he popped back up in Civil War? From Civil War all the way into Endgame, and after, he was rocking this suit. But honestly, it's my favorite suit out of all the ones that he's had on screen, including the new one. I'm not a fan of the new suit, the Captain America suit. The only other suit that comes close to this is the one from the TV show that he was wearing in the beginning or in the middle of the show. But this is probably the best one out of all of them. And I'm surprised they haven't given this one a 2.0 treatment, as popular as it is. But, hey. But anyway, I've talked enough. Let's get to the figure and all its accessories and see how they held up after all this time. Here he is with Civil War Black Panther 2.0 and War Machine Mark III. They look great together. Here we go with a double dose of Bucky, Winter Soldier. I think we'll finish it off with these two. Endgame Cap and Mark 47 filling in for Mark 46. Same suit, just a different, arrangement of the colors. I got 46, but I ain't feel like taking him out the pose he was in. So this will have to do for now. But yeah, 47, Endgame, Falcon. There you go. So with this figure you get the display base. Got the name up front. I know a lot of people hate these size bases. I mean, they were cool for the time, but I'm so spoiled by dioramas that does nothing for me. But it's still better than the original bases that you used to get with the Hot Toys, them little stupid oval bases. I hate those. Hate them. Of course, you get the waist clamp. I'm tired of these actually too. They need to come up with something better than a waist clamp, something that'll plug in from the back. Of course, the bar. You get the clear stand. So that's for, what is the name of his little bird? Let's see, what's the name of his little bird? Of course, you get the instructions as well. Red Wing. But yeah, you get the instructions. And that bar is for Red Wing. You get the piece that clamps onto his arm that you put his little mini gun on. You get his 2 guns. You can see the weathering on them. Nicely done. So yeah, you get 2 of those. Get 2 of these. They go on his wings. See the little missile pods. Those look pretty good. That's dope. Get his backpack that holds his wings. And you can also put Red Wing in the back here. Well done. You get his goggles. Those look good. Put that back up there. You get Red Wing. Pretty dope. Nice paintwork on that. Pretty good weathering. Underside. And the wings do fold. And that's how it goes on there. You get his wings. And they spread out like that. You got the grip on them. Nice work on them. The paint, the weathering, outstanding. Other side. The color scheme of this figure is dope too. I really love this color scheme. Hate they got rid of it for the red, white, and blue, which goes with Captain America. But, you know, hey, whatever. Now, I will say that when this came out, and of course you get 2 of these. So, but when this figure came out, everybody was a little upset because you can't fold them. So when they just sit straight down like this, they always got to sit out like that. One of the downsides of these, I mean, you can pose it to where you can have them like sitting like this on his back, but you kind of have them leaning up against them. They're not really plugged in anywhere. And you can't like fold them forward. That's one thing about the new Captain America figure, the Captain Falcon. The wings, the articulation on the new wings, that new technology is sick. If these had that, man. So yeah, that's one thing I didn't like about these wings. The limitations they had. But they look good though. But yeah, that was one of the downsides, is the terrible articulation for the wings. And then like right here, these are held on by a magnet. You pop that off. You pop one of these on, the little missile pod, and I think I got the wrong side. Let's see. There we go. And now you got the missile pods on the wings. That's pretty dope. Now take that off, put this back on. Bam. And then you got the figure himself. I'm gonna plug his backpack on him. Easy to get on there. Articulation is pretty decent, I guess. Got the head, the neck has a joint, and the head also has a joint, so you get that little extra in there. That's your up, your down. We already seen Nicky turn it. So yeah, the arm up that high, kind of hindered a little bit by all this clothing. You go that far forward. Single elbow band, which is like trash. Like, I don't know why they did that, but that's terrible. Typical wrist peg. And I just pulled it off by accident because for some reason, all the characters that have gauntlets, the hands seem to fall off real easy. Waist rotation, a little bit on top as well. A little bit of ab crunch, not a lot. Legs can go out that far, kind of blocked by the rubber on his belt. And you go that far forward, again, kind of held back because of the rubber piece right here. And it's kind of pulling his pants down in the back. So double knee band. thigh rotation, down on the foot, up on the foot, side to, well, very little side to side because of these pieces here. So the articulation is definitely dated. Definitely dated. He definitely needs a 2.0. I wouldn't be against a 2.0 on this bad boy. So here's Red Wing on the clear stand. All right, let's talk about this head sculpt. Did it hold up over the years? I'm gonna say no. Honestly, I didn't think it was spot on back when this figure dropped. Now even more so since we seen what they could do with his likeness. This is definitely a dated scope. I mean, from certain angles it's fine, but it's still not. It's probably like a 75-65% likeness to Anthony Mackie. It did not hold up well over time, in my opinion. That new scope for the Captain Falcon, solid. But this one, it's a little dated. It definitely looks better when he has his goggles on. But when you take the goggles off, it leaves something to be desired. Definitely not Hot Toys' best work. So, I don't know. From some angles, he looked like he just like high. he just got through smoking something. He got there, and his eyes, instead of being super tight, he looks like wide open, like he's extra aware or something. I don't know. The scope, it's not that great in my opinion. I'm not a fan of the shoulder pad area either. It's not all that neat, especially after posing his arms. It's hard to get them back to looking decent. Once you start posing the arms, it's hard. You know, you got to kind of try to get the stuff back underneath the vest. So it's not the neatest look once you start posing his arms. This definitely needs the 2.0 treatment. I could go for a 2.0 of this, or the suit that he had on at the beginning of Falcon and the Winter Soldier with those updated wings. As far as the rest of the suit, overall, the suit design is dope. I mean, Hot Toys did their thing with this suit. It looks damn good. It's just, like I said, that shoulder pad area. The weathering on it is dope. The paint work on it is dope. The articulation is meh. You know, it's kind of limited. And that's because of how they did the pants and the arms. It's just not, it definitely needs an update on that as well. Wings are dated, they need to be updated. And if you own this figure, after some time, you'll probably need to tighten up those screws so the wings don't just flop all over the place. I had to tighten mine up so they'll hold up while I put them in a flying pose, because they were just falling down. But it's a good looking figure, but you can definitely tell it's dated. It definitely needs a 2.0 treatment, not a reissue, because a reissue would just be the same figure with new packaging. We don't need that. If you're gonna do another one, do a 2.0. Just update the whole figure all the way around. Like I said, it was a good figure. It was probably, well, it was good when it was released at the time. It was a dope figure. The head sculpt still wasn't all that great. But at the time, it was a good figure. But now it's just, it's dated. It's definitely dated. So maybe they'll do a 2.0. More than likely, they're not. So if you really need this Falcon in your life, it's cool. You won't be upset with it. Just know that it is dated. So that's my take on this figure. And as far as the score, I would give this, all right, I got it. This is what we're gonna give it. But that's gonna do it for me. That's all I got. Y'all make sure y'all leave a comment, like, share, subscribe. Definitely subscribe and watch the videos, man. Y'all gotta watch the videos, because this is what YouTube does. If your subscribers are not watching the videos, then they're not gonna suggest it to anybody new. So, which is crazy, because the majority of the people who watch my videos are new people, but they're not subscribed. And my subscribers don't watch as much as they probably should. So y'all gotta watch. Don't just subscribe. Y'all gotta go watch the videos. But that's my subscriber rant over. I'm gonna get up out of here. I'll catch y'all at the next video. I'm out. Peace.